Breaker. Any surprises for you in terms of what the team... I'm seeing things which I'm not sure if I want to see.
Well, the Gorilla is coming out, apparently. You know, potentially. But so is the FVs. Oh, no Gorilla. You know, the FV is a natural counter towards the Gorilla.
I mean, from what I've heard, it's also the natural counter to 50Bs and Force Bs, so, you know... we might actually see it on other maps as well.
Anything is possible, Phil. Anything is possible. Anything that can will happen, right?
Well, the tanks are locked in now, so Milo will definitely have to show off his skills with a 183mm gun. And do you think the W50B ban impacted SICARIOS' decision-making on removing one of those FVs?
No.
Because they had two at the beginning.
I mean, maybe, but one is more than enough.
Yeah, Jackifa, 0% pen rate.
Yeah, he might have hit the shot at least. So Rishek will spot out Lukin with this information tower, and Lukin will be hightailing it out of there just to be sure. The 57s were rotating towards zero line already, based upon this, and you know, Rishek even does the first shot of the game.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that obviously helps him to get the strike level up a bit more. You can farm some damage here and there, or prevent some points of interest from being taken. But I think so far, SICARIOS has pretty decent control over the points of interest, which are basically all aligned on this like EF line. Itox now competing there for the strike with Like, who got a good shot into Brainbreaker prior to this, so with a bit of help now, Piotr helping out. Don't think Itox misses those, he does not. Takes 500 in return. I think that was from the FV. Like some non-penetration from the FV.
Could very well be. Milo's healing a little bit back. So he made a peek for sure. Nito's kind of pushing on towards Like here, actually going inside, facing the music. The double T57 is starting to push in with Miku and Click, but those are currently unspotted. Now they get spotted out. Brainbreaker actually sees that one from Miku, gives a shot, but Itox in some real trouble here. Starting to get clipped out. Strike coming out as well. That was not really necessary, but the kill gets secured nonetheless.
Yep, now it's on Rishik to get the hell out of there, because Nepal in the Foch is there. Nepal activated the ability for the extra mobility and now is clipping out on the CS. Lukin there as well, helping in case some extra shells are needed. Puts in a good one, not able to track him so far, so Nepal is trying to aim to get down the track of Rishik, but Lukin also has a strike. If needed, he can maybe deploy it around the corner. Not needed so far. Clips are being emptied between Click and Cliff, but Cliff has the ability, so he might heal some back there as well. HP's in favor of W, and so are the guns as well.
Yeah, indeed, and you know, Jakefa going into the 1v1 against Alex. This is a 1v1 of the ages, really. Gets striked as well. They know how much of a secret weapon he is and how they need to shut him down. The ammo rack on top of it as well. Unlucky. You can see just how much they're focusing the secret weapon to put him in the grave, and yeah, his KD in the bin, right there, in the bin.
I mean, not yet. So far he managed to bounce all those shots from the E5, but I guess Adi doesn't need to help. Alex finally picks him up. HPs are actually fairly close, roughly 1,000 apart now. So if they can pick up Piotr there, it would be a possibility, but I don't think he can even cross. Milo would need a really good shot to eliminate Cliff, but it's not impossible to pen that shot. So let's see if he can get the Foshby out of the game. He indeed does. A good shot, but I think it will be the last one of this round for him.
Yeah, it will be. W finding the kills. Brainbreaker finds the kill, actually surviving the whole time. Looking, putting a mini strike, but Piotr picks it up, and W picks up the first round. A lot of interesting things happening there, but that Hillary push, perfect timing.
Yeah, and also a good execution there, making sure that they pick up...
No. I mean, we haven't seen a Yag either, or an Evi. This could be the first time for everything. Adi is indeed hovering the RS, Phil. It's like you know.
No, no, no.
How did you know?
I mean, I can predict anything but the outcome of the match, you know.
Right, apparently. The rest of the lineup, the AV not making its return. Rishek switching away. Milo this time going with the 268, a type, double T57, an E5, and a Dravets for Sicarios.
So, fairly aggressive lineup. Just the Type 5, maybe not the most aggressive tank, more like a holding vehicle. How do you feel about the E5? I think on Himmelsdorf it's one of those options where you can hide your cupola fairly well. And obviously with Jekifa mostly playing random battles, maybe it's one of those tanks he feels comfortable in.
It's very possible. Triple I7 going straight towards the cap though. That's a lot of pressure very early on, and of course Rishek could generate a mini strike and he will do that on top of the hill, but that is one reset. Where would the second reset come from?
I mean, Clove, the first one to attempt the point of interest capture. That helps. Good damage into Nepal, like roughly dropping him to 2k. One more shot left for Click. Takes one in return, but alright is straight. You mentioned that the cap pressure is still on. Rishik has used his strike now. But yeah, the strike was very successful and he dealt some damage as well, so he will have another strike available that would give him another decap. In the meantime, Clove has traded a bit with Alex. I think that E5 doesn't really mind that. Nepal is being dropped, so good stuff here coming from Sicarios, who are also now significantly up in HPs.
Itox getting tracked just before he gets around the corner as well on the I7. Lucan continuing through on towards Adi. Clurf will have to push down 1-2 line on towards Alex as well, and it's W down 5k, and Adi is finding shots. Itox does find the kill, but Milo swinging, gets the kill almost instantly, reloading based upon that, gets Clurf on the crossing as well, and Clurf is not going to be winning this 1v1 against Alex the way that it looks. Gets Amracked as well. The stun comes out, but Clurf needs so much help in this one. Alex could just find the push. Itox is dead, and Clurf about to fall as well. Sicarios play a very good round. Number 2 on Himmelsdorf will make it all even.
No, I don't disagree with that being a very deserved round. I think it's the second 268 that we have been seeing so far. Katsei played it once, also dealing like 5k or something like that. But W maybe being caught a bit off guard by this, well, pretty good defensive hold here, and the ability of Rishek to like prevent them from capping, because as you mentioned, it could have been like a triple cap aggression that they have some issues with, but they managed to no ban for W, and Sicarios banning the type. So after some shuffling, I see Rishek in the Yakpanzer E100 that you requested. So I guess
I requested.
I mean, you mentioned it like not even 10 minutes ago. But yeah, now that you didn't want it anymore, he moved away. We have 50B, a mouse, T57, Bliska, and 268 against W's lineup of E100, 4 T57s, the 140, and the Bliska.
Double 50B going field for Sicarios. 5 tank city. W going with all 7 towards the city. No CS though to push across, but they have that 140.
It seems like the 140 will be in a bit of trouble if they spot him. First shots are flying in. Jekifa decided to stop, so the trap got spotted, like Milo and the T57s. The 140 now makes it through unspotted, and I guess we are trading points of interest. Both of the strikes being taken by Sicarios and W respectively. And there is a big rotation happening I feel like that is beneficial for W because their tanks are pretty good in setting up, and you know the 268 and the 50Bs, they don't really want to push. They want to kind of like eliminate single guns and then retreat again.
Yeah. And right now, W is also just happy with trading off strikes, right? You just rotate it out, or you have Jakefa just collected for the DPG.
Plus, they obviously have the Inspire available if it comes to a fight. And I think the T-57s, generally speaking, like are better than 50Bs if it's not about driving around and like shooting on longer distance. Like if you're brawling, then you just have a DPM machine in the T-57.
Yeah, and
that is,
you're also
very effective in close combat.
can also possibly bounce a few shots, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, something that the 50, I mean the 50B as well, but the 57 is just more likely at doing it. It'll take a while. I mean, neither team seems to be too likely or wanting to make a move. Itox is just spotting out Alex. The 268 is moving towards the field, and of course Itox got to be careful because 395 heat. Ooh, good shot by Alex, but Itox retaliates immediately, trading it out. He pops his ability. And from Alex's side, mini strike. No, that's actually the big strike because there is no mini strike. Jakefa ends up using that one.
So I guess that's pretty much an even trade. But if I'm Itox, I don't mind losing a bit of HP just to reduce the potential kill onto T-57, because realistically he will not be the first one to be focused out if there's a push coming, right? Like people don't really want to empty all their clips into an E100 and then end up with him surviving on like 1.2k HP or something like that.
Ooh, Itox
Okay, well,
taking 2.
this was maybe not the best trade.
He picks out in the 100, ends up taking 2 shots. So SICARIOS evening out the scoreboard in terms of damage dealt. But you can see in the meantime, 5 lines, some 57s push closer, but both teams are just really happy with the current situation.
So damage dealt is, I guess, slightly in favor of SICARIOS. Do you feel like that should be a motivation for W to do something, or like as long as there's no gun dropped, you're fine?
If there's any tank you would like to see, Phil, which one would it be?
I mean, Jagdpanzer E100 always.
Outside of Jagdpanzer, it's too good still. You know what I mean? It's too
You mean it's like a
possible.
niche tank, but it's not completely out of the meta?
Exactly. It's not complete garbage, you know?
Okay, let me think. I mean, I definitely don't want to see a lot of tanks, but I mean, maybe like a 113 just for key to be triggered.
113? Nah, we already had that on an A a few seasons ago.
I mean, we could bring back the WZ light on
WZ Light, but it's only
On-
city maps.
on Ghost Town.
Yeah, you're only playing city maps though.
Ah, you mean today?
Yeah, I mean today in this match.
Ah. I mean, what about the Caro as an Inspire tank?
The Caro
like-
as an Inspire thing.
You know, like you load up your full clip, and then you have like inspiration and tack,
It's
tack,
not
tack.
bad enough, Phil. Think bad.
Like, you think we will see a Caro?
Rhinoceronte.
Oh no,
Dude,
no.
Rhinoceronte. I may have had an insider ask me what tank I would really like to see, and I've concluded I would love to see the Italian chief.
Stallion.
The Italian stallion, yeah, the Italian chief come out.
Okay. Well, if we are forcing tanks onto the other teams, then maybe we can talk about the Rhino. But
Well, SICARIOS coming from behind though on the 5-6 line. Brainbreaker and Lucan about to be surprised, to be honest. The 140 is going to reveal everything though. Jakefa actually spots them out just before they push around that corner, and Lukin is pushing forward in return, but Brainbreaker is sitting behind waiting for this. Lukin is now very committed in, actually in his T57. The strike comes out, the kill on Itox in the E100. Good stuff there from SICARIOS, focusing fire completely on towards those triple tanks from W that were caught out of position. Like I said, Lukin pushed inside to try and get away from the tanks coming from behind, but that didn't really do him many favors at all. He ends up falling, in 4 tanks left standing from W. SICARIOS is going to be picking up the second round in this match.
Yeah, I mean, I'm positively surprised by how well that worked for them. And Like should be able to pick up Piotr sooner or later. Obviously, the mouse not known for its speed, but Jakefa being picked up here now by Miko without being able to do a retaliation kill, and this might actually end up a 7-0.
It does seem to be the case. Yeah, it was a brilliant move from SICARIOS. Finds great success, cleans up W, finds the second round.
Yeah, that just shows there's a lot of potential, and they're not in the league for no reason. And W without IRs to...
And Ensk.
I mean, you can play a Kranwagen on the green.
Bro, come on. Kran,
Wait, did you...
done. What else?
Against Piotr, you know?
Wow. Then we need a super concrete.
Okay. Let's go back to what is banned. SICARIOS with an interesting suggestion, excluding the 268 version 5.
No,
And,
yes.
I mean, that could have been on your list.
Yeah, it's on the list. Just wrote that down. Write that down. Write that down.
Banned by W. Okay, so there is the Reno.
Beautiful.
There is the Reno. The RS, the 183, 60 TP. I mean, a bit of everything. Maybe everyone is allowed to play their favorite tank. And we'll have to see if the Rhino will work out. Obviously, the potential trading with 50Bs or T57s, you have the Alpha. So you're clearly the superior multi-shell vehicle.
Right, and it gets its 50B ability, so, you know, you can empty your 3 shells to then be reloading for 40 seconds after, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, with this engagement range, you know, Alpha definitely is king, right?
Are they taking some shots in the RS? What is this reload bar actually on the RS? I mean, it's fully reloaded, no? Like, why is it moving? Why is the bar moving, bro? Like, it is moving, no? Like, look below his it looks like he's reloading, but like, it's an RS. Oh, wait, and now it's... Phil, your bar is cooked, bro.
Yeah, I will investigate that. But, I mean, how would you like the bar to be? Like, would you like the bar to be like representing the heat bar?
Yes, of course.
I mean, that would make the most sense, I guess.
Yeah, it would, but right now I'm not sure what it represents at all. Not sure even it represents anything.
Maybe it represents, you know, his love for the game. But talking about it, trades are happening. Alex, they're aiming for another shot into it.
Oh, Klurf getting penned by the FV. Milo finding one.
Yeah, and the strike hitting home as well. So if they are able to pick up another strike and get the information on Klurf, this could be critical for W here.
Ooh, Alex making a bad peak, minus 1.2. Recheck with the Rhino, rolling in. Fantastic, absolutely wonderful. Klurf is low though. If the Iris takes the strike and they find Klurf, he's dead, you know?
No, for sure. I mean, the trades from the E5 were a bit problematic. Maybe if he can like hit 1 or 2 more targets, he can maybe use the ability, even if you lose some DPM. You kind of stay in the game and stay alive. Adi will pick up the strike. I don't think it's worth it for Jakefa to use the strike just to buy, like, what is it? Like 20 seconds, 15 seconds if he doesn't. So...
Oh, Milo looking. Brainbreaker. Is he going to peek? Brainbreaker is looking He peeking. Milo is gonna pen him. No, 687. Milo will pop his ability in return. The Rainbreaker is not gonna be given a shot, and now the Rhino again. Dangerous tank. But should keep your eyes out for that one.
I think SICARIOS is kind of losing the map control right now, and that is being reflected in the HPs as well. Jekifa and Nepal were able to put some hurt into the backs of the 50B. Click as well losing quite some HP. The Rhino now crossing in, making sure that everyone fears this charging animal. But yeah, Brainbreaker is there. Might be able to put a good shot there into Rishek. Rishek needs to reload, and Piotr is there to receive him. Obviously, the Rhino is not a Kranwagen, but the R is taking a lot of damage as well.
Yeah, and now Rishek on a long reload. A very long reload in the Rhino. Facing off against Piotr, who actually, I think, reloads his full clip before Rishek reloads a shot and a half. So, you know, you gotta take your trades properly in that Rhino. Rishek peeking out, but now Piotr and Brainbreaker finding success, killing the Rhino.
To be honest, I don't feel like that was the fault of the Rhino. I feel like that was more like a player skill question.
Can you pick T62A in this?
Yes.
And replace the Rhino with the T62A.
I mean, yeah, the RS taking the strike while being on 200 HP, obviously not the best decision. Like now, the next contender there. Klöv is pretty much stuck there. I think they got him spotted a bit earlier, so maybe it
Oh
was
my,
an idea.
Jakefa rolling in on the 1v1 against Alex. Milo looking for the penetration here. Can he get it? 1700 on Lukin. Will heal a little bit back, and Alex and Jakefa are going to face off the music against each other. Click finds Piotr. Jakefa getting his first kill. Unbelievable. Kills Alex. And now 3 tanks left standing from SICARIOS.
He might actually get another one onto it. Like the next reload of the FV has come through, and I mean, that was
Beautiful.
a great shot. Very, very nice to see.
That was beautiful. Yeah, great stuff by Milo. Really just batting the DPG in this one. Fantastic stuff.
I mean, if he gets around the corner, I don't think he will. He stopped too early.
Right, Nepal, you know, French and never mind. For a second,
I mean,
you know, for a second.
For a second,
Yeah.
the hope.
Exactly, exactly.
The excitement.
All right.
Yeah, with that being said, okay, let me check if it's gonna get banned. No, it's not getting banned. So yeah, Rishek picking the T62A, hovering it at least, and I don't know what I have to think about that.
Has an Inspire.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, I don't feel like they played the season good enough to come up with this kind of lineups right now. You know, you kind of need to deserve that bit of extra fun. So I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I think they 100% deserve it. It looking like a beautiful, even the 113 fill, huh? Look at that. Making its return.
Making you happy by making Key unhappy?
I mean, Key's always unhappy. You know that. Oof, Milo getting tapped by Piotr. Adi pops his ability, doesn't get a shot. The Yak Bouncer, the 268 and the 268 V4 are looking down the rails as well. And Rishek getting spotted out on the T62A. Information gathered. And now W wondering, why the T62A? Why not the 140? Confusing the enemy.
No, and I think the trades have kind of like pushed the scale already a bit into W's favor. 3k HP up now for them, and I think W will get all the info they need to make a good decision on how to close this game out. Jekifa still without any damage. That is
Not looking good,
critical for him. But it seems like we might see an overpush there. Badchat 113
Oof.
and the T62A. I mean, you have seen it here, out trading the Type 5 Heavy. W is still 3k up, Lukin not being able to get a shot into Alex there. And now with the aggressive move of Miko, Alex and Rishek, we'll have to see if there's a reaction needed from W.
I mean, Brainbreaker gets spotted out, Lucan gets spotted out as well. Alex hitting the shot with the 113, the E5 getting the shot as well, and the T62A rolling in and rolling over, like Ihan would like to say, on towards Lucan, getting some good shots and even side scraping as well. I mean, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful play from Rishik there. Huge amounts of damage on towards Lucan as well. Really in trouble. And Rishik wide peeking. No fear in this T62A whatsoever, Phil. The cap is on and Adi getting pressured on the back lines. Needs to be careful. Lucan popping the heel. Itox coming around with the Yak Bouncer. Doesn't connect the shot against Click, and Lucan is actually going to dodge the strike altogether. Good stuff there from Lucan.
Yeah, I mean, Miko needs to make his clip work now because I'm pretty sure Lucan has an HE loaded. Yep, 1.1k into the bed chat, but the HPs are still fairly even. I'm just afraid that there's another intuition happening right now. I think Jekifa might have been a bit too greedy. He just like had to intuition back to either an AP or a heat shell. Puts in one shot into Alex. Fairly good reload still for him. So he might be able to get one more before Alex makes it fully around the buildings. Alex decides to reverse side scrape. Not possible in this angle. And W with another kill pickup.
Is that the Gorilla coming in with 1k damage from the back lines?
Yeah, I mean, the strikes are hitting hard as well, and the HPs are still fairly even. The
Another
50
one
being punished as well. Strike hitting home on Click, dropping him to a one-shot, but W is low on HPs.
And Nepal in the 268v4 is off of reload, but Like is coming in with his Type 5 heavy, wants to get the kill out. Rishik goes down, no! No, the T62A is down, but the Gorilla from the back lines shut down Piotr Adi with that singular bush, finding so much success. Now trying to get D-spotted, but no, Itox finding the kill. Brainbreaker retaliating on towards Miku. Click finding one as well, and it's a 3-on-3 right now. Milo finding one more shot, and it's Click and Like against 3. But Click getting farmed from behind. Jakefa with another kill. The KD just going up.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he heard us and then he got the extra motivation that he needed. Another 1k hit by the Yak Panzer E100, and Jekifa struggling under the pressure, not being able to convert that all-important shot.
You can take Jakefa from the bench, but you cannot take the bench out of Jakefa, apparently.
No, that was not it. That is...
Maybe this is their one.
Okay, let's see. Grilla, double FV, a Badger, the VZTD, WZ5A, and a 50B, now being switched to a Fosh-B. I mean, lots of switching happening. 555, double Type 5, I guess, now on the side of W. Itox trying to make amends in the Yak Panzer E100, 268 for Jekifa again, E3 played by Brainbreaker and Nepal in the Dravek. Yeah, give me your analysis of this lineup, please, Ducky.
Well,
professional opinion.
The Fosh B and the FVs will heal back, while the Gorilla and the VZTD do the damage. The TVP does the quick burst, you know, and the Badger is the hold on potential. It's a well-rounded lineup on all fronts. They've got Alpha, they've got burst, they've got heal. What more can you need, Phil?
I mean, you can always need more, but I guess when I'm Rishik, I would at least get some damage, because so far he's only taken. Okay, well, 400 in return. Trades going so far pretty much in W's favor. Nepal taking a bit of damage now. Alex with his dangerous TVP clip, as you mentioned, bursting out 600 HP off Nepal. Brainbreaker taking also quite a lot of damage. Adi in the Gorilla converting for roughly 1,000. HPs are fairly even again. Strike is being taken in the city, and the field strike obviously already claimed. So they could put some pressure onto Brainbreaker, who has the ability, but would drop to a potential one-shot.
Yeah, that's a possibility. But really good damage against that E3, I mean. You know, you can just see the lineup from SICARIOS, you know, so well rounded, it's finding the success. I always knew that this would be a winning lineup.
Well, let's see if you will still feel the same after Rishek hopefully makes another shot happen here. Clerv peeking, sees the FV and retreats. The fear in his eyes is undeniably there. Good shooting there from Like, putting in a shot against Piotr, activates the ability in time and takes a slightly favorable trade, roughly 500 against 700, so 200 up. Adi gets spotted, takes a shot, not able to return the favor so far. And also used the ability. Itox now spotted as well. W again.
But look at that, there's an FV hunting.
1k HP up.
On the 3-4 line, there's an FV hunting. I'm not sure which one it is. Is it Rishek or is it Milo? Lukin. Oh, the strike will give Lukin a early warning though, nonetheless. Milo will not swing it, I guess, or maybe he will.
Maybe he's waiting for some other guys, or maybe he wants to...
Oh, maybe Rishek swing it? Maybe Rishek swings it first.
Yeah.
Lukin actually drives around the corner, unspotted. Unbelievable stuff there from Lukin. The 6th sense.
I mean, 7th sense even.
Right.
Trades coming in. Nepal taking quite some damage there. Clerv advancing. Miku not able to pen Piotr. I think he missed them completely. Now the Badger has to show its Halon potential. Bounces a shot of Jekifa, who is obviously, where else could he be, on the red line. Miku trying to help out Like now. Takes one in return from Nepal. HP is still very even. Clerv regenerating some right now. The FV threat has been spotted, has been found, and Milo decides to not shoot because obviously Type 5 not the best target. Good damage there into Lukin.
Yeah, Rishek penning.
Have to see.
Rishek penning with AP, and Milo looking at Piotr. Does he end up getting a shot as well? Milo still looking. He finds it as well. Between a rail card, under a rail card.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful. And now Rishek finds Brainbreaker. Just like dominoes, one by one they fall. And where is their teammate, Jakefa, when you need him most? Of course, located near the red line.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of team play we are expecting from Jakefa. Really, none at all.
That is, you know, it's funny. It's so funny because it's so sad, Phil. You know, what else can you do about
but
it?
it's still true, you know.
Yeah, it's just so sad you need to laugh about it, you know, because this man would rather go take an artillery strike than help his teammates. Look at Clerv and Itox fighting, and then a shot comes out from the back lines, and he's like, I'm helping, guys, I'm helping. But is he really helping? Is he really contributing? I beg to ask the question. I beg to differ. Is he really contributing to this battle? Deservedly getting penned. Deservedly getting penned once more. Put into the grave by the double FV, just the way it should be. Sometimes karma does strike quickly.
Yeah, and with the last tank standing now being eliminated by the almighty Gorilla 15, we are in for a treat, getting all 7 rounds of this match. And
Fantastic.
yeah, after Ensk, I'm very much looking forward to see what the teams have prepared for the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I mean, really, what is the tiebreaker map even?
I mean, I think it doesn't even matter what
Pilsen,
it is.
unbelievable.
It will be amazing.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a bunch of different strategies now being deployed by the teams that we surprisingly have not seen during the regular season until basically the... Okay, let's see. Manticore being banned by Sicarios, obviously the invisible threat is a very dangerous one. Forge B excluded by W, and looking at their lineup, it seems to be that they decided Itox is just, you know, not a good Yakpan C100 player. Relegated to babysitting the 50B of Jekifa. Double Dravek. We have CS, RHM, and IS7 combination.
I mean, you can clearly tell it's all fun and games until, you know, they might not win, and then all of a sudden, the Dravets has come back out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, the first Progetto gets spotted.
The second one, too.
Second one, too. Maybe Click, just like with a better driving there. I have to say, again, like Sicarios had some ups this game, but their lows have been pretty low. So I'm not sure if
Good shot.
they should be that overconfident playing the Progettos here.
I mean, think of the worst part about the Progetto is its DPM. It gets a DPM ability. So it's like a natural balancer, you know? And let's not forget how many times the Progetto has been nerfed. There was a reason for that. I don't know the reason. You don't know the reason. Most of the other
I
people...
don't think the reason was Onslaught. You know?
most of the other people in the room didn't know the reason, but it happened. And that's what matters most.
No. I mean, maybe the Progetto was waiting for this moment to, like, you know, show off its skills and maybe get some love back. In the meantime, we see Piotr in the IS-7 having fully pushed through, getting the map control for W. Still no strike taken by Click in the Progetto. Now maybe attempting the cap, but he just drives past it, maybe trying to surprise the Dravek. Like now in the middle strike with his EBR, Double Gorilla is relocating, so is... yeah, by now both the Progettos, I guess. So W still leading with their roughly 3k HP advantage. What is the plan for SICARIOS here?
Sometimes the best plan is no plan.
You mean like
If you don't...
he usually does
Exactly.
it, you don't
What
know
you're
what
doing, neither does the enemy. And let me tell you, Kihan is an expert.
I mean, Rishik with the trade there against Piotr.
Actually,
Losing
I've
out.
seen that Kihan has needed to hire paid actors to, you know, boost him in Onslaught. You know, playing with Ham in Onslaught. You know, where's the solo Kihan? What happened to him, Phil?
I mean, you know, with Key, I'm happy that at least he finished the
Qualifier.
qualification.
Gorillas are not
Well-
having a good time, are they?
Yeah, I mean, 2 of them, and then you don't have any map control. You're being pushed into the last corner. I think at some point they will end up in A0. Someone will put a radio tower on, and they're both gonna evaporate. Talking about evaporating, we'll have a double 50B threat there now onto Alex. Alex is peeking, so he's not already in cover. He's trying to get back now. First shot connecting, second shot connecting as well. A bunch of misses there onto the Capolo. Another shot penetrating. And I think Nepal has gotten enough support to be able to pick up the kill onto Alex.
Unbelievable.
A bit afraid, not surprised.
Not surprised that
Frenchman
you're coming
there.
from behind. Yes. When the battle is over, he comes back in, waving the flag, Vive la Liberté. It's just as you would have expected. We had the same wavelength there, Phil. Actually, we thought
I mean,
exactly
you
the
can
same
see,
thing.
and you can see in which color W is playing today, right?
True. Ooh, big shot there from the Gorilla on towards Jakefa. Does get spotted out in return. Adi not looking good. His friend Milo is already down and out. And, you know, while I really appreciated the Progetto Gorilla combination, seems like a few mistakes here or there were not enough to bring SICARIOS to the victory. W is going to end up stealing it away from SICARIOS. Unbelievable stuff there. Great result. What a wonderful match. It's really a piece of OLS engraved into our memories forever.
Yeah, I think as happy as you were to seeing it, as happy I am to having to no longer see it. The last 2k HP of SICARIOS are starting to disappear now that Piotr has made his way up towards Rishik. Puts in a good shot and...
Get him, Rishik. Get him. It's unfair. You know, the I-7 is a single shooter. Rishik is reloaded. Get him. Oh, no, he bounces. He whiffs. He whiffs. It's almost like...
even with the help of Nepal,
Yeah.
you know, pushing in the ally so he can get the extra damage. Maybe we'll give him a penalty
I'd say
on that one
that one
later.
was a more intense Polish derby than the Kran versus the Eskunk one.
Yeah, Cliff picking up the last kill, and that is the victory for W. Maybe not as we have all had expected it, but they won after all. That leaves us with one more match for today.